Hey guys, and welcome back to more World of Guns Gun Assembly. Today we're doing the arguably most popular pistol of all time, the Desert Eagle, made popular, at least in my opinion, by the game Counter-Strike. I think some people might not realize is they come in different calibers, this being a 44. So pull off the barrel, pull off the slide, pull out the recoil spring assembly, and we're complete 6-part disassembly. So it's pretty basic. So put it back together, put it back in the recoil spring assembly, put it back on the slide, put it back on the barrel, put it back in the magazine. Very simple disassembly, very efficient gun. Part of its fame is its easy maintenance. Guns like the AK-47 are just renowned for you can submerge. They always say you can submerge an AK-47 in mud and come back for it a month later, and it will fire the second you pull it out. It won't need to be cleaned. Not saying the Desert Eagle will do that, but it's a reliable gun in a similar way where it can be cleaned very easily and then fired. So we took apart our magazine, so now we have the barrel, remove the sight, and then the barrel is completely disassembled. Because I don't think you do. Yeah, that's not a piece. Might look like it is, but it's not. So anyway, remove the entire slide, remove the recoil spring assembly. Okay, sometimes you can move the recoil spring plate, but this one apparently you don't, just kind of is the way it is. But some be aware that happens. Move the gas piston. Okay, so both cylinders get pulled straight out. Pull out the safety left screw, safety right screw, rear sight, firing pin stop, firing pin, safety set, bolt pin guide, bolt assembly, bolt stabilizer assembly, ejector, extractor. I think that's everything there. Yep, perfect. So in here, pull out the barrel lock pin, slide catch assembly. So I pull off the grip. Oh, there you go. Grip pin. Missed on my initial click. Okay. So there's just a lot of pins and stuff to remember. It's almost a lot of memorization, what stuff you can move. I find for this guy it's hard to understand how everything's working. It's almost more efficient just to memorize what pieces to remove at what time. Pull the trigger assembly. Okay, that piece doesn't get assembled at all either. Hammer insert, hammer housing, hammer bar. Okay, no, it's this piece. And the sear, hammer spring, sear spring. So what I'm surprised with this guy is how many pieces kind of stay in assembled. But I think that's probably how the gun is. Like, they're pretty strict in this game about accuracy. So hammer spring retainer, hammer bar. Hammer can go back in. Trigger can go back in. Hammer assembly cover, hammer housing, hammer insert. Then the whole mechanism can go back in. Barrel bar, slide catch, hammer pin, sear pin, magazine catch, all can go back together. Grip pin can go back in. Oh, nope, not quite yet. Okay. What am I missing here? barrel lock. Go back together. That's part of that. Oh, sorry, yeah. I apologize, wasn't even thinking. Gotta put the bolt back together before that happens. Bolt stabilizer assembly. Bolt assembly goes back in. No? Do these screws have to go back in before the bolt back? I didn't think so. Bolt guide pin has to go in before the firing pin? Okay. I wouldn't have thought that would be the case, but okay. Oh, gas piston, recoil spring assembly. Put the front sight back on there. So what am I missing regarding the grip? That little screw, I guess, has to go on before the grip can go on then. Okay, well, questionable, but okay. Missed that little screw. It's kind of a game where they kind of have their own procedures for how the guns take part, so you could forget that little, as you probably remember that little screw, because it wouldn't be floating in air, it has to be on your table, but that's kind of how she works. Okay, so operation. We want to go to X-ray, slow motion, head a little bit slower. So you want to watch right here as usual, watch the trigger. If it's slowed down, this one's quite fast. The press, the hammer comes up, hits the firing pin. Like the firing takes a fraction of a second when the reloading is where it takes longer. So the thing that presses and hammers already come down before it's barely compressed, so we can go into a higher X-ray here. You can see better the firing pin. The firing pin strikes, and tire slide pulls back, obviously, because go one more, and then be good. You can even watch here as well if you want. This is what pulls the gas back. It helps move in the slide, so let's see there. Reload. Unload. Fire a couple more. I just like how it looks when it fires. It's such a gorgeous gun. So you could swap out the barrel. I don't know why you would ever want that. That's just weird to me, but it's a longer barrel, so put back on the gorgeous regular Desert barrel. So safety is pretty general, just the safety there. Change the frame color. I guess you turn it to the black. Then you put on this barrel. It looks a little bit better, but still. Like the all silver is obviously the best. And that's what I imagine when I see Desert Eagle. The all silver. The gold Desert Eagles are kind of cool as well. You can mount a scope on there as well if you would like. And you could change the color of the slide. Oop, I exited out. I'll just go back in to show you that. You could change slide color and frame color to kind of get whatever you would like. So, a little bit customization, and it's kind of showing that there's a lot of different Desert Eagles that there is made. So anyway guys, thanks for coming out for more of the Desert Eagle. We'll be back in the next one for more. Thanks guys. Later.